Hi, welcome to Yoga with Becs. This is Yoga for Herniated Disc Pain, Week 3, Glute Strength. I'm Becca. Today I'm in the Dominican Republic. Spinal safety awareness. This video does have no forward flexion and no twisting. Please check the description box below for details. And grab your mat and let's find your space. Okay, so we're going to start standing today. We're going to do Warrior 3, but we need to get into Warrior 3 from Warrior 1. So Virabhadrasana 1 and 3. Come to the front of your mat, feet together, stand tall. Let's take a few minutes here to ground ourselves. Feel all four corners of our feet pressing into the ground. Feel our legs supporting us. Feeling our upper body rise up, extending the spine up to the sky. Find that space in your spine. Arms are relaxed down the sides. Feel the ground supporting you. Feel the nourishing air around you. Feel the space in your body. And let's bring our minds into the present moment, into our bodies, and into this practice. Take a few deep breaths. Now gently open your eyes. And we're going to start with Warrior 1. So let's take a big step back. I've got my left leg here so that I'm facing you. If you are opposite me, step back with your right foot so that you can see me. So we want to have our heels in alignment. Our left leg, our back foot is out. It's parallel to the mat, to the edge of the mat. You can bring it in a bit of a 45-degree angle towards your front. And this leg is straight. So we want those heels aligned, and then we're going to twist our hips toward our front foot. Keep making sure we're still pressing into that back foot, all four corners, pressing into the foot, twisting the hips forward, bend our front knee, and then rise the arms up overhead. Pressing the palms together if that's comfortable for you. So I always find this pose is actually quite a strong one through this stretch. So really pushing into that foot, twisting the hips forward as much as you're able. It's not easy for everyone to twist the hips forward, so that's okay. Wherever you can get to today. And then strong through this front leg. Pressing the hands together. Taking a few deep breaths here. You can gently look up to your hands if that's accessible to you. One more deep breath here. Breathe in. Breathe out to fold forward, leaning out over the front leg. Pressing your foot into the ground, pop up, and then focus on extension through the spine. Through the spine, out the back leg. You can keep a slight bend in that supportive leg. And then come as parallel to the ground as you can with that extension. Engage that core. That right glute is working hard. Take one more deep breath here. And then gently step back. Bring the arms down. Very nice. Let's swing ourselves around to the other side. We've got our front foot facing forward now, opposite foot forward. I have my left. Our back foot is tucked in a little bit, and our heels are aligned on the mat in a straight line. Let's twist now. Press into that back foot. Twist the hips forward to your front leg. Bend your front knee. Really focus on pressing back to that foot to twist the hips. Arms coming up overhead, gently pressing the palms together. And if you're able to look up at the hands, let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale 2. And inhale 3. On our exhale, we're going to come forward, leaning out over that front leg until we're ready to pop off the back foot, coming into warrior 3 on this side. Strong through that supportive leg. Feel all 4 corners of the foot in the ground. Engage that core. You can have a slight bend in the knee. And we're focusing on extension. Upper leg is stretched back. Upper body is stretched forward. The hip is down, not popped up too high. Focusing on that. One more deep breath here. Extend, extend, extend. And then gently step back. Back up through warrior 1. Bring the arms down. Let's come back to the front of the mat. Very nice. Good start. Take a deep breath in mountain pose. Okay, now let's step out to the side. So turning to face me. We want a nice wide step, but we want not too far, so wider than hips. We want to have our feet out at a bit of a 45-degree angle. We're going to come into goddess pose because today we're working our glutes. So let's stand here, engage the core, rise up tall, take a deep breath in, and then breathe out. Start to squat down, bring your knees out over your toes, keep that in line as you come down into a nice deep squat, whatever's comfortable for you though. Keeping the upper body over the hips as much as possible. Don't just, we're not doing chair pose. We're staying up over our hips here, knees over the toes, but not too far over the toes. And we're in a nice squat. This is a really great pose for the glutes. Engage that core as well to help support. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. 1. 2. And then pressing back up. Very nice. Give yourself a little wiggle. We're going to come down again. Deep breath in, rise up, open up through the spine. And breathe out to come down. Come into our nice squat. Supportive, very nice. Strong support in the legs. Engage those glutes to keep your body up over your hips. Every deep breath in, rise up through the spine, keeping your squat low though. Extending out through the spine. Breathe out. 2 more deep breaths. Breathing in to press yourself back up to standing. All right, now shake your legs out a little. Good work. Okay, let's come to dancer's pose now. Come back to the front of your mat. Feet together. So for dancer's pose, we're going to start by bringing, I'm going to start with my left, whatever leg you want to use so that you can still see me. I'm going to bring my left leg back. I'm going to bend it, bring the foot back up. I'm going to reach my left arm behind with the palm facing to the side, and then reach on the inside of my foot to grab at the ankle. So I'm going to find my balance here, standing up tall, rising up through the spine, and got that Get a good grasp on my ankle there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my glute is engaged. I don't want to feel this stretch in my knee. So make sure your glute is engaged, and then press your hand into your foot, foot into your hand, and slowly start to bend forward. Bring this up and only come forward when you feel like you're being pushed forward as your leg comes up, 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 up. The other arm is coming out in front and forward. You can focus your gaze on those your fingertips. Now let's pressing hand into foot, foot into hand, coming up as far as you're comfortable. Making sure you're kind of parallel here. Strong engagement, strong through the core. Is working your glutes again. Deep breaths. One more deep breath, breathing in. Breathing out. And slowly breathing in to come back the way we came. Beautiful. Good job. Feet together. Let's do the other side. I'll turn around so you can see. Let's bring now our right foot back. Bend the knee. Grab a hold. Again, palm facing out from the inside. Grab a hold of that foot. Making sure your glute is engaged here when you start to push. Make sure you don't feel any pinch in your knee. Pressing foot into hand, hand into foot. Then we start to slowly come forward. Strong through the core. Pressing that leg up to tilt forward. Good. Working that core, working that glute. Let's hold for a count of 3. 1. Gazing at your fingertips. 2. 3. And then gently coming back up the way we came down. Beautiful. Great job. Okay. Let's come down onto the mat now. Let's come down nice and safely. Come down through a split squat. Step forward with one foot. Lower the back knee, knees together. I have a video that walks through how to come up and down safely for your back. And keeping the back straight, hands on the thighs, coming forward into tabletop. We're going to do bird dog here. A little more glute work, a little core work. Let's make sure our wrists are under our shoulders, knees are under our hips. Shoulders are wide. Don't collapse in the shoulders. Make sure you stay nice and strong up, pressing each fingertip into the mat. Let's start by extending our left leg out. Straighten that leg, bring it up parallel to the ground. Right arm also up and extending, pressing into that left arm, left knee, extending forward and back, breathing in. Hold for 2 more counts. 1 and 2. And then bringing it down. Let's extend, get ourselves centered again. Extend the right leg, stretch it out. Left arm up, stretching forward. Pressing into that right hand. Holding for 3. 1, 2, extend, stretching out. 3, use that core. And then bringing everything down. Again on the other side, left leg stretching, straightening. Right arm both extending forward and back. Keeping that neutral spine, pressing into your hand. Let's hold for 2 more counts. 1, 2, and then gently lower down. And the other side, extend the right leg out, extending up and back, left arm forward, pressing into that right hand. Hold for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Lower down. Other side again, extending left leg back, right arm forward, Holding for 3 counts. 1, 2, use that core. 3, and gently lower down. Last side, right leg extending up and back, left arm forward. Extend, extend, extend. Use that core. Hold for 2 more counts. 1 and 2. And lower down. Excellent work today. Okay, now let's come down onto our mat. So let's bring our hands forward a little bit, knees back a little, lower down gently through cobra. Keep that back safe. We're going to do locust pose now. So let's bring our hands underneath our body, palms facing down. I like to bring my hands all the way inside my hip bones so that your hip bones aren't digging into your arms during locust. So really bring them inside, palms facing down. Chin is on the ground. Straight back. Those legs together. You're going to engage your glutes. Point the toes. Take a deep breath in. And as we extend, we breathe out, we're going to extend the right leg, stretching out and up. I'm going to hold for 3 counts. 1. Keep breathing. 2. And 3. And gently lower down. Left leg, extending out and up. Holding for 3 counts. 1. Engage that glute. 2. 3. Gently lower back down. Right leg again, extending out and up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Engage that glute. Hold for 3. 1. 2. Keep extending out the leg. 3. And gently lower back down. Left leg, extending out and up. Holding for 3 counts. 1. Chin is on the ground, gently touching. 2. Keep breathing. 3. And gently lower down. One last time on each side. Extending out through the right, stretching up. Really engage in that glute to hold it up as high as you can. 1. And 2. 3. Lowering down. Left leg stretching out and up. Hold. 1. And 2. And 3. Extend, extend, extend. And gently lower back down. Very nice. Release your arms from out underneath. Let's take a moment in crocodile pose, Utkatasana. Bring your hands forward. Make a little pillow for your head. Bring those heels out to the side, toes together. Take a few minutes here to breathe and relax the low back. Okay, let's roll over onto our backs, nice and slow, taking our time. Gently shifting yourself all the way onto your back. So we've got our feet on the ground, knees bent. We're gonna do reclined pigeon to get a nice glute stretch at the end of all that glute work. So let's start here by, now this one is, by the way, it does include some forward flexion because we are lying on our backs is the safest way to do it. And I do believe this pose is good for people with a herniated disc injury. However, of course, please check with your doctor first. Let's bring your right ankle onto your right knee, but not on the right knee, just on the top of the thigh. We're going to press that right knee away from us. And this should get the stretch started. Now what I want you to do is start to bring everything in with your left knee. And then, so you're pulling in with the left knee, pushing in with the right knee. You can interlace your fingers around your left thigh and pull in a little closer. Keep the shoulders down on the ground. I don't want to see you up here. Should be relaxed. Your legs are working, not your arms. Pulling this leg in, pushing the right knee away. Should get a nice stretch here. Keep that right foot flexed. And just hold for a few breaths here. Deepen the stretch. One more breath. And then let that foot come back down. Release the right leg. Let's do the other side. Bring your left ankle at the top of your right thigh. Keep that foot flexed, left foot flexed, pressing your left knee away. Now, if you're able to bring everything in nice and close using your right knee, keep that left knee pushing away. You can interlace your hands around your right thigh. Give a little extra pull, shoulders are relaxed. Holding that leg in close, pushing the knee away. Take a few breaths here. A nice, good stretch into that glute. One more squeeze. And then release the right foot back down to the ground. Bring the left foot down to the ground. Let's slowly come back up to seated. Roll over onto your side. Gently press yourself back up. Find a comfortable seated position for you. I have a video to help find the best one if you need help. Okay. Let's bring our hands into prayer. If you want to join me in 3 alms together, take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can gently open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today in this practice. Thank you. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking the time for your back today and working on your glutes. Thank your body for supporting you today through injury and in health. Namaste. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please let me know. Send me a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next. Do you want a harder glute workout? Let me know. I can bring you that. Have a beautiful day.